Hey, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Kodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect that are out there doing the work of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai in truth and in sincerity. Shalom to you all. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Brakathum, to you and your family, your sons, your daughters. May the Lord have mercy. May the Lord bless you all. Shalom, Makim, and Aqua. So, as we can see, this is from InfoWars. False flag alert: 4 drones stolen from U.S. military base as FBI warns of Iranian drone attacks in California. And a person, with a functioning brain, a functioning mind, a person that's not fucking, full of goddamn whatever, man. A wise man, let me say this, a wise man will look at this and just chuckle, just laugh. For the fact that you think somebody is capable of walking in on a military base. A military base. This is not going into fucking H&M and shoplifting. This is a military base. Someone stole 4 drones from a military base. And it just shows you how desperate this man is and how little he thinks of you American citizens. All right. So I'm gonna get a couple precepts, man, and these are things that we've been warning you people about, man, that they would do things like this. And that attack that's coming is it's just for them to justify them being in this illegal war that they're fighting against Iran. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians 2:11. It says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us." Or Satan, means adversary, our adversary. Even the spiritual demon himself. It says, "For we are not ignorant of his devices." Right? We're not ignorant of these foolish things. That they come up with. That we're not ignorant of these lies. We're clearly aware that this is clearly a false flag operation, and we knew that black swan events such as this will come. All right, because they need justification from the people, for them to continue this battle. So we're not ignorant of these things, man. We're clearly aware, and that's why we're out here, and we're warning the people. We're telling the people, what these devils are gonna do. Okay, so we're not ignorant of the things that he's scheming up. All right, and that's why the scripture says this. It says, Ephesians 5:15. "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Right. See then that you walk circumspect, man. To be circum means to look around. I mean, circum means around, and spec means to look. All right, that's a compound word. Okay, so the scriptures is telling you to look around, pay attention to what's going on. You can't sit down and watch goddamn CNN all day, think you gonna get any type of truth out of this, man. You got independent journalists that they give you actual truth. So it says, "Not as fools, believe in everything." All right, just like they made you believe that there was a disease, a C-19 that was killing everybody, which that was a goddamn lie. And even the CDC came out and said a lot of those deaths was falsified. You had doctors being paid some amount of money to label deaths as COVID. Okay, back then in 2020, man, a motherfucker fall off a ladder and broke his neck. Hey, he COVID killed him. You know, and I truthfully believe a lot of these celebrities that died, they purposely put them to death. You know, just so to scare the people into going and taking that jab. But you see, us brothers here, man, and that's why the scripture says this. And that's why you're supposed to read these scriptures, man. This is why you're supposed to be in the scriptures. It says, Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Right, man. The Lord ain't gonna do nothing without warning us. Okay? And it's our job to warn the people. Okay? Let me go here real quick. Ezekiel 3 and 16. It says, and it came, wait, yeah. And it came to pass at the end of the 7 days that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Right, so we are made as watchmen. You know, just like the priest Yashalom, you know, his channel GMS Watchmen. You know, we're all set up to be watchmen. What are we watching for? We're watching for your spirits, man, your souls. All right, we're watching for the people of Israel. Well, mainly the elect we're watching for, man. And we're watching these prophecies. Because it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Right? It didn't say the house of Esau. It didn't say the house of Ham, Shem, Ham, Japhet. It didn't say that, man. It didn't say Ishmael. It says Israel. Okay? So these two sellouts talking about, you know, every nation can be saved. You know, hey, guys like that, man, they're gonna meet their end. You know, they're gonna meet their end soon, man. It says, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Right. So we're giving you people warning from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. And this is the warning. When I shall say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. Why would the Lord say that? Because they're wicked. They're sinning. Okay. And thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked. So we're supposed to warn you people, man. And this is why we do our lessons. This is why we do these sit downs. This is why we go out there speaking. It says, thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked ways, to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. Right. So if you don't go out there and spread the word, you know, these people are going to die, and it's going to be your fault. Why? Because the Lord revealeth his secrets unto you to tell the people, man. Okay. Yet if thou warn the wicked and he turn not from his wickedness, which is what we're doing, we're warning all you people, and you're still being wicked. It says, nor from his wicked way he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. Our hands are washed clean of your blood. Okay? It's a simple thing, man. You know? But you know when you people are gonna start listening? When it's too fucking late. When the doors of mercy are fully shut. All right? So when you see things like this, you know, drones stolen from U.S. military base, FBI warns of Iranian drone attack in California. How? You know what I'm saying? How? You know, and hey, this is what these devils do, man. They come up with these stupid fucking lies to justify themselves to do their wickedness. You know, but let's see how this is gonna play out. Let's see how this is gonna play out, because a lot of people ain't buying it, man. The people don't trust in the U.S. government like that no more, man. I mean, you still got your fools that still full-heartedly trust in them, but for the most part, people are asking questions. You know, people are questioning back. How do you know this? How does America always know this shit but never prevent it? Huh? Somehow they always fucking know. You know, just like in 9/11, you know, the fucking plane burnt everything. The jet fuel burned so much that it burned the steel. but it wasn't hot enough to burn the passports of the people. You know, and I believe a couple years ago, it was in I believe when they started attacking Gaza, those rats, they blew up a building, and somehow, some way, somehow they found a manifesto of terrorism, a diary saying that, you know, we're gonna attack this country. Oh, you know, oh, it's slacking, man. Oh, let me try to find that real quick, man. Okay, fair use. I do not own the rights to this video. I'm not making any money off of this video. This is strictly for educational purposes only. You know, I'm in fact invoking my rights, you know, to criticize, you know, on the so this video here, check this out.
Uncovered a Hamas platoon commander's. The IDF has claimed to have uncovered a Hamas platoon commander's diary in Beit Hanun that sheds light on the group's frequent use of Gaza's civilian infrastructure for military activity. The development was reported by Israel's Channel 12 without elaborating any other details.
Look at this. They found the diary in the fucking rubble. You know, and the words were still perfect. The pages wasn't ripped up. It wasn't burnt. They found it in the fucking rubble.
The diary written by Hamas platoon commander Khalid Abu Akram was found in August in the northern Gaza town. Its entries detail how Hamas embeds its operations in schools, hospitals, UN facilities, and how its fighters repurpose unexploded IDF munitions,
which Hamas is funded by Israel. All right, so you see how these devils roll, man. That's why the scriptures say, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right, so let me land this plane. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Right? A prudent, and I gave this example at camp. You know, sometimes at work, I'll have to, you know, I have to put caution tape around certain areas that we're working, so nobody walks there, just in case a tool drop, you know, so it doesn't fall on and hurt nobody. You know, but there's times I might put the caution tape, and you're gonna have one idiot that's just gonna step over it or go underneath it, and then something might happen. Something, they say a tool drop, or they might slip and fall in the area and they get hurt. This is the part where it says, but the simple pass on and are punished. You know, these people don't what's that? They don't prepare. What's that word I'm looking for? These people are careless. Basically, they're very careless, man. You know, they're not like us, man. Okay? They don't prepare. They don't watch the news. They don't know anything, man. See, but us brothers, man, hey, we know it all through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right? So, Lord, when this was edifying, once again, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachak Wadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect.